Are the Lakers okay? Like, are they good? Like, Lakers, are you guys good? Lakers fans, are you guys good? Hey guys, welcome back to League Talk. If you're new to this channel, on here I make videos about the NBA, giving my thoughts, opinions, whatever is going on in the NBA, whatever's significant. So if you're into that kind of thing, make sure to hit the subscribe button, leave a like, and leave me your thoughts down in the comments below. And yeah, Lakers, my favorite team to talk about on this channel. So yeah, let's jump into this. So the Lakers are in the news again, making headlines, surprise, surprise. And this time it's featuring Lebron James, Magic Johnson, Russell Westbrook, you know, the whole crew. You guys, by this time, you guys know how bad the Lakers have been, right? They've been horrendous, completely garbage, and hard to watch, and it's because of this. And this. So yeah, the Lakers are bad, and a lot of it has to do with Russell Westbrook. But it's not just Russell Westbrook. I've said this in the past, and I'm going to continue to say it. If Russell Westbrook is a turnover machine, then the Lakers are a turnover factory. If Westbrook is a bricklayer, then the whole Lakers team is a crew of bricklayers. If Carmelo Anthony is a fossil, then the Lakers are a whole museum. Basically, what I'm trying to convey here is whatever shortcoming that you see a Laker player have, just know it's the tip of the iceberg. You're just scratching the surface. That shortcoming, that particular shortcoming, resonates and kind of applies to almost everyone on a team. Not everyone, but almost everyone. Whether it being the inability to shoot threes efficiently, being as old as Jesus Christ himself, Carmelo Anthony, and the whole Lakers team, because the average age for the Lakers is above 30, which is mind-boggling to me. Or not being able to take care of the ball, Russell Westbrook. Or my favorite one, being so garbage at defense and discipline that you allow the Sacramento Kings to beat you not once, but multiple times in the same season. You gotta love that one, hey? So yeah, all these things, a combination of all these things make the Lakers an eyesore to watch. I remember watching them the other day, and oh my God, it gets my blood boiling, like my stress levels. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? It's hard to watch them. And if you think you were the only one that was fed up with the Lakers shenanigans, then you'd be wrong, because former Lakers point guard, GM, and franchise legend himself, Magic Johnson, came out and he called out the Lakers on their shenanigans, on their BS. After the Lakers lost for a third time in a row, Magic Johnson came out on Twitter and he said this, quote, "After being blown out by the Nuggets 133-96, we as Lakers fans can accept being outplayed, but we deserve more than a lack of effort and no sense of urgency. Owner Genie Bus, you deserve better." And I completely agree with Magic Johnson. Everything he said in that tweet is completely true. I can tolerate losing. I can tolerate if you're just, bad. What I can't tolerate is you just not caring. It's like you just don't care. The lack of effort, the lack of urgency, it's hard to watch. Like I was saying, it's very hard to watch. And if you thought everyone received this message in such good graces, you would again be wrong. Because Russell Westbrook, surprise, surprise, by now you have to start realizing I'm not a big fan of Russell Westbrook, but Russell Westbrook had a rebuttal from Magic Johnson. He came out and he said, "I don't have a reaction," Westbrook said. "Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, regardless of what that is. You can either take it and run with it, or you can take it and put it in one ear and out the other, or you cannot respond to it. Magic's entitled to his opinion, and he's not here every day. He's not around us every day. he's not aware of what's going on internally with us, trying to figure this out, but I have no response to that. End quote. And here are my thoughts on Russell Westbrook's response to that. It's completely foolish. It is so on brand for Russell Westbrook. It is so stupid, right? Like he said in there, it went in one ear and came out the other, right? And the thing is, Magic Johnson's the one person on this planet that's been in Westbrook's situation, and he succeeded greatly at that position, right? He was himself a Lakers point guard, a star Lakers point guard, a superstar, right? And he knew the pressure that came with that. So he's the one person that Russell Westbrook should be able to listen to about this, right? But that's not in Westbrook's nature. That's not who he is. Russell does not listen to other people. Russell does not listen to criticism. It's like he has tunnel vision. He just sees one way, right? Like he said, the criticism goes in one ear and it comes out the other. And Russell has never been the one to listen to anyone ever in his career. He doesn't listen when people tell him to stop shooting threes as much because he isn't good at it. He doesn't listen when people tell him to, hey, stop turning the ball over. Instead, he replies and he says, you know what? I'm allowed to turn the ball over like everyone else. Like, what kind of response is that? I'm allowed to turn the ball over. Imagine you being a coach. Imagine you being a teammate of Westbrook, and he says that to you, and he says that nonsense to you. I'm allowed to turn the ball over. How do you think? I'd be so mad, right? But that's Westbrook though, right? He isn't going to get better. He's not the type of person that takes in criticism and implements it and then gets better. It's why his shooting, his basketball IQ, and his on-court decision-making are garbage or trash. It's why he's a trash player that he is today, because he never improved. He's still the same player he was when he first came into the league, right? He's never adapted. It's why the game is leaving him behind. And if you don't believe me, Russell Westbrook in today's game is a glorified journeyman, right? It's like his fourth team in 4 years. OKC, Houston, Lakers, Wizards. He's a glorified journeyman. It's because he's never adapted and he doesn't have the self-awareness and know-how to see what needs to be done, right? Because he can't take in criticism. In order to change, you have to be able to acknowledge there's a problem in the first place. If you can't acknowledge it, you're never gonna fix it, right? You're never gonna fix it. You have to take in the issue, internalize it, right? And then get better. Westbrook has never been the one to be doing that. So I think it's very selfish, very stupid, and very foolish of Russell Westbrook to have that response for a great like Magic Johnson. If I was Russell Westbrook, I'd be at I'd get Magic's number. I'd be calling him for tips, tricks, whatever. Not just on court, but off court too. This guy has literally been, like, Magic is literally the blueprint for you to be following. But again, like he said, in one ear, out the other. But in Lakers' dysfunctional fashion, Russ wasn't the only one to be called out by a former NBA player in the last week. LeBron James recently was called out by former NBA player Kwame Brown in a podcast or on YouTube, wherever he was. He observed the Lakers, and LeBron mid-game, I think it was against the Nuggets, was reading his stat sheets mid-game with Russell Westbrook next to him. And Kwame Brown, this didn't sit right with Kwame Brown at all. And this is what he had to say to LeBron. He said, quote, "When I saw brother LeBron watching the stat sheet, that told me all I needed to know on why the Lakers are losing. That told me all I needed to know why that team is not connected on defense. Because I played since Little League, since high school, and all high school coaches around the world can attest to this. They would never, high school, college, or whatever, they would never allow a player to watch a stat sheet on a bench, especially while they're losing. What is that stat sheet teaching you? It's not teaching you anything. I used to make sure we lost a game, I wouldn't let nobody on our bus touch a stat sheet. We lost. What the F are you looking at the stat sheets for?" So for LeBron to be looking at the stat sheet on a bench, for all you young guys out there, I'm not taking away anything from the way he plays the basketball game. He's still great. He's still going to go down in history as a great player, but that was the wrong message to send. That was horrible, and none of you players should emulate that. He also went on to say that Kobe would never have done that, and I have to completely agree with Kwame Brown. Again, like I was saying in earlier this video, the urgency. Magic also said it, the urgency. Are you playing with urgency? Do you even care? Are you even putting in the effort? And it goes to show, when you're checking your stat sheets mid-game, it shows that you really don't care if the team wins or loses. You just care about your piece of the pie. Hey, you know, at least I did good, right? And it's so selfish, and it's not a way to play the game of basketball. And as an individual who's played basketball since the age of 10, since like 4th grade, never, ever, in any way, shape, or form would any of my coaches have been okay with any player on my team checking stat sheets mid-game, especially while we're losing. That's insane, right? So I definitely get where he's coming from, and I get it too. And he's completely right on a Kobe thing. Kobe would have never been okay with this. I think if Kobe was still alive, God rest his soul, I think the Lakers wouldn't be getting away with this nonsense. I think if Kobe was still alive, he would do that thing. He would call him out. He would do that thing where he literally walked out on the Lakers game one time because they were losing. I think it was his jersey retirement game. He is not for that, right? He can't tolerate losing. So I completely agree with Kwame there too. And LeBron gracefully understood this criticism, and he responded to this, to Kwame Brown. He responded and he said, quote, "Lakers Nation, I apologize and I promise we'll be better." And that in and of itself highlights the difference between Russell Westbrook and LeBron James, how they take in criticism. LeBron was willing to acknowledge his mistake and take it, internalize it, and he said, "I'm going to do better." Right? How you respond to criticism is going to impact so much of your success in life. And that you're seeing it right before your eyes. LeBron James, a very successful, very accomplished basketball player. Russell Westbrook has never won anything outside of MVP. How they responded to criticism. One took it and wanted to improve from it. One couldn't care less. Right? And that goes to show you, right? LeBron is a different breed. And like the leader he is, LeBron actually implemented that into the Lakers. He took it to heart and he implemented it into the Lakers, because the Lakers went on to win their very next game against the Utah Jazz 101-95. So that shows you the dichotomy, the polar opposites. I couldn't care less, and you know what? I screwed up. I need to do better. We should do better. That's what's made LeBron the player he is today. And Russell Westbrook, that's why he is a journeyman in 2022. He's a glorified journeyman, right? But yeah, guys, those are just my thoughts on the whole situation. I hope this is what it's going to take for the Lakers to actually turn it around. Criticism, right, from former NBA players, from people who actually call them out on their BS, right? I hope this is what it's going to take. But again, what do you guys think? Is this what it's going to take for the Lakers to change? Do you agree with any of the quotes that were given? Was Westbrook completely stupid? Let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like so we can get this video on the algorithm. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to hit subscribe button and click here to watch Is Ja Morant Better Than Luka Doncic? And until next time, kids.